Hello, everyone. This is B Junior on B Junior's Movie Cave on the Endurance Productions YouTube channel. What I want to talk about today seemed a bit worthy of a video. It is, of course, my take or feelings on the whole Unsolved Mysteries resurgence that I happened upon on Netflix recently. Took a little time out over the last few days and watched all the episodes. It's not a real lengthy. It's been dubbed as a volume one, not so much a season, but it is a volume one, and it has about approximately 6 episodes to it right now. So it's done like a lot of. I guess I should preface it all by saying what they've done here in this new series is they've taken what the Netflix channel has done pretty well over the last decade as far as making their own documentaries. Make no mistake, this is a Netflix produced product in and of itself. It's a well-made, good-looking product. What they've done is they've taken the documentary style of their current documentaries from the last decade and married it and coupled it with the old school feel of the old show that ran for a long time over a long span of years. I don't even know the accurate how long it ran. Of course, you had the initial show had Robert Stack on there as the creepy narrating voice. You can't mistake his voice anywhere. Later reproduced and redone with Dennis Farina on there as the host. Um, kind of like Cops, just a long running show. They even filmed an episode of it in yesteryear for a murder mystery that happened in my hometown. Um, it did everything from missing persons to alien abductions to horror stories, ghost stories, you name it, they did it all. It was just the whole key to it was is to find something that was not totally solved. But what made it a good show back in the day is basically that they took that idea of you yourself at home could be interactive with it. They had, old Robert Stack would say something. If you've seen or have any information about this particular situation that's been depicted in this video, please send your information here or call this number. Nowadays, it's go to the website or text it. Your information. Um, they've taken that. Going back to the point, they've taken the old school flavor of that show and kind of coupled it and married it to their new style of documentary making that they do now for the last time frame. They brought those two ideas together, and they still paid homage on the intros and showed a little, an image, kind of like a darkened image of Robert Stack at the end, because you can't think of Unsolved Mysteries without Robert Stack, or I hope it's Robert Stack. It's either Richard or Robert Stack, the actor. Um, Going into it with both of those ideas running concurrently for the show, I got to say overall, I believe B Junior's opinion gets the big check from me because I like how they incorporated the idea of the old show, but they didn't make it just like the old show. They've got a new product that's really well made. I enjoyed it. They did a little bit of everything. They had some missing persons in there. They had some murder stories. They had an alien abduction story, if that's your thing. Not gonna, yeah. Hey, it's a little bit of everything. They were well produced. They incorporated it sort of like the old show where they did reenactments, and then they put in kind of like some new investigative things that were going on with each case. And now times, I guess it's a current 2020 made, made in 2020. It's very self-aware of where it is in time. What I like too is it harkens back to the interactive portion of it. Now, what I'd like to see it do is kind of do like that in a way where they, in the old show, it's at least from week to week, you would sit there popping that popcorn, trying to figure out what happened, and see like any blue collar guy sitting on his couch, man, could call in on that phone and say, hey, yeah, I got some information. I saw that dude at the 7-Eleven last week. You got to go pick him up. He was in Atlanta, Georgia last week. Whatever. And then like some months later, they would do updates on each show, each new show that would come out that, update. This person has been found, or this has been found to be a hoax, or something of that nature. You felt like you were part of the investigative team, I guess you would call it, or whatever. But they've got the blurb at the end of each episode in this new series that's being produced by Netflix. To go to the website if you have any information on this missing person, for example, or if you've seen this person or you got any new information, please give it to us. I hope that if this does take off in later volumes, you will get to see updates and to see what good has come of it. You know, if you can give anything, or if you've seen the aliens that took this person away and brought them back, or whatever, you know, whatever. Essentially, a good show so far. A good first, freshman or sophomore effort at it, if you will, to get that notion of a new show out there. In the world of COVIDness, not going into that whole saga, but in the world of COVIDness we're in right now, we're all kind of searching around for any kind of new material to watch or to have entertainment with. No sports, nothing on. So really, right now was probably a really good time to drop it, on Netflix, to show it to everybody and see what everybody thought. They've of course pushed back a lot of the summer blockbusters. None of the movie theaters are open right now, so there's not much material flowing through the local areas to have any entertainment with. But luckily, we have these streaming devices in every home now, just about, so we can kind of get in there and watch what kind of propaganda they want us to see at this point. I guess rather than babble on about it, it offers a little bit of everything, but if you like, I guess I will part with this. My summarization of it all is, if you like the current product of documentaries that are given on Netflix to this point, or Hulu, whatever your preference, Prime Video, whatever, and you want to have some nostalgia feel to it, not that you're riding on nostalgia with the whole show, but if you want the feel of nostalgia with a well-made product, I say check it out. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed to see it. It's not going to be exactly like the old show. In fact, it's not quite, for lack of a better way of saying, it's not quite as hokey in some parts as the old show, but mind you, the hokiness, kind of like Freddy's Nightmares, is what made it appealing for somebody to watch it now. But essentially, it's not. I don't know where that comparison came from, Freddy's Nightmares and that. But anyway, I say check it out at your leisure. What's good about Netflix, you don't have to be planted in front of the show every Thursday night at a certain time or whatever. You can just binge watch it, knock it out on a Sunday afternoon, rainy day, what have you. And it won't cut into your whole life that much, or you can do it on the phone whenever you want to do it. And that's what I like about the versatility of the new show. You can just kind of watch it when you want to, as much as you want, or as least as you want. This has been B Junior's kind of like my take on our first notions of the Unsolved Mysteries show. I don't want to go into any great detail of the episodes at this point, because I want everybody to go watch it. Draw your own conclusions. Doesn't matter what I say, but it matters how you approach it, how you feel about it. I humbly can give it the thumbs up from B Junior and tell you to go see it. So take care, guys. Keep your heads during the COVIDness world. Wear your mask if you want to. I'm not a proponent of wearing a mask unless I'm made to. But take care, guys. Rock on.